You're always trying to get a narcissist to respect you. You try being nice, you try being generous, you try being angry, you try fighting back, all of these things, but all they do is continue to interrupt you, gaslight you, ignore you, twist your words, treat you like you're beneath them. What can you do? Okay, so here's the brutal truth. Narcissists don't respect kindness. They respect leverage. They respect threats to their diamond level supply, which is their ego, their image, what they look like to the world. That's what they respond to. And the fastest way to get it is to change the game that they think that you are playing into. The whole situation needs to turn around. So in this video, I'm going to show you the psychology behind why narcissists disrespect people who try to be nice, generous, play kind, good people, empathetic people. The fastest way to shift that dynamic without yelling, without pleading, without begging, without getting defensive, and the 3 phrases that flip the power back in your favor instantly. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I am a trial attorney. I'm Rebecca Zung, a negotiation strategist and the creator of Slay AI. And I've helped thousands of people reclaim their dignity, power, and peace in the middle of the most toxic relationships imaginable. Let's get into it. Why don't narcissists respect empathy or nice people, good people, people who've done everything for them? I know what you're thinking over there. You're sitting over there thinking, it's not fair. I've done everything for them. Why do I not get anything in return? And, I remember I heard somebody once say narcissists live on hope. And that's exactly what they do. Here's what most people don't realize. Narcissists are addicted to chaos because that keeps them in control. And that's what they're addicted to. So if you show kindness, if you show goodness, empathy, and you don't have boundaries, then they actually see that as weakness, as openings for them. And if you explain yourself over and over again, then they see that as desperation, which is good. They want you in that state. So I always say, I'm half Chinese. I always wear jade, but never jade. Never justify, argue, defend, or explain. Because if you apologize to try to de-escalate, they take it as just proof that they were right in the first place. But when you shift into strength, that's when they notice, and fast. Okay? This brings me to, what do narcissists respect? Narcissists respect strength. They respect clear consequences. They respect calm certainty, emotional neutrality, and strategic silence. Not yelling, not threatening, just steady, grounded, unshakable presence. All right. And presence is more than just confidence. It's an inner knowing, an inner stance of who you are. Why? Because narcissists are wired to test your limits, not to respect them. And until you prove that those limits are real, you are not going to get the outcomes that you want. And this is in any kind of a communication, any kind of a negotiation, even if you're just dealing with a family member, this applies. If you're so ready to have power, I want you to put power in the comments right now. If you are needing to start documenting, just grab my free Doc the Narc cheat sheet and also join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators. You can get the cheat sheet at docthenarc.com. So what are 3 phrases that command instant respect from a narcissist? It's not calling them a narcissist. Hint, hint. I'll tell you that right now. It's not trying to get them to see the error of their ways. It's not trying to get them to acknowledge you, see your side. It's none of those things. They're never, ever, ever going to respect you with any of those tactics, because that's not what they want. That doesn't keep you in chaos. That just solves issues, which they certainly don't want to do. Phrase number 1 is, I'm not available for this conversation when it's disrespectful. Say it once, then walk away. No defense. And if they start saying, oh, you're walking away, that's disrespectful, that's really just gaslighting, because they were the one who was disrespectful. And don't walk away from me. There's going to be consequences. You have to be ready for that, because that's what they're going to do and say. Oh, you interrupted me. You never listened to me. All of those things. Just stop it right there. I'm not available for this conversation. When it's disrespectful, we can resume this conversation when we can be respectful to each other. Thank you very much. And bid yourself out. Phrase number 2 is, we'll need to communicate in writing going forward. Here's the trick to this. It should have a time and date stamp, and it really needs to be something that can be not so easily manipulated. So one of those things is, it could be email, it could be a parenting plan app, something like that. Our family was a co-parent or talking parents. There's many different versions of them. But if you have kids together, I do highly recommend an app. If you don't, then email is probably the best solution for that. Here's what's going to happen when you try to tell them that you want to communicate in writing. Oh, why do we have to do that? Why do you have to be so difficult? Oh, can't we just talk? Let's just meet up at Starbucks. Let's, the whole thing. No. And remember what I said about them respecting boundaries. That's what they respect. They're looking to see, do you have boundaries and do you mean them? And by the way, along with boundaries means that you don't let them get away with anything. So if you're in litigation and they owe you a discovery response, and then you don't file a motion to compel and file a motion to enforce your orders and ask for them to be held in contempt and all of those things, then they assume that they're getting away with it. Okay. So it's really important that boundaries includes whatever you need to do to let them know that your word actually means something. Phrase number 3. You ready for phrase number 3? Okay. Phrase number 3 is, this doesn't work for me. This approach isn't working for me. This conversation isn't working for me. But here's what does. Calm, respectful communication. And it shows leadership without confrontation and forces them to adjust. Remember, respect isn't earned when it comes to a narcissist. It's taken when it comes to a narcissist. It's not requested. It's strategically engineered. Narcissists don't have a normal moral compass. They have a supply meter. The value in their mind is who controls the narrative. So that's who they value. The minute you start changing your energy, the minute you start to shift and get a little bit stronger and a little bit more confident, calm, your energy, your tone, your time, and your energy, your heart space will shift, and they sense it. And whether or not they like it, they will start to respect it. They don't act like they do. Narcissists are like 2-year-old in adult bodies. So they may have a tantrum, but it's just like a 2-year-old having a tantrum. You let them scream on the floor, cry and kick. That's what they do. And you just observe, don't absorb, and respond and don't react. So what happens when you stay calm and clear? They get confused. They escalate. They try new tactics. Don't mistake that for failure. It means that your new identity, your power, is working. It's a sign to you, a message to you that what you're doing is working. And back it up with your phrases. Reinforce them. Calm, in a cool manner, non-emotional, non-judgmental, and then have boundaries. You got to have, behind all of that has to be structure, boundaries, and that you are reinforcing. If you're headed into any kind of a negotiation, maybe it's a mediation, a settlement discussion. Do not go in blind. You need tactics, you need leverage, and you need to know what to expect when they're playing games. So if you've ever built anything from scratch, whether it's a business, a brand, or a podcast, you know there's nothing small about it. The decisions, the hustle, the grind, the pressure, it's so all-consuming. And that's why I was so grateful to find Shopify when I set up my own store, shop.rebeccazung.com. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide and handles 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from giants like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just starting out. It simplifies everything: inventory, payments, analytics, marketing, all in one place, and their built-in tools make it so easy to run email and social campaigns that keep customers coming back. If you're selling globally, Shopify can help you do that too in over 150 countries. If you're selling in person, their award-winning point of sale brings your online and retail worlds together. And with 99.9% uptime and the best converting checkout on the planet, you'll never miss a sale. Get all the big stuff for your small business right with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial and start selling at shopify.com/negotiate. That's shopify.com/negotiate. What video do I want you to watch next? Warning, don't try mediation until you watch this tactical breakdown. I'll walk you through exactly what they're doing when they're manipulating and how to neutralize that. And if this video resonated with you, make sure to like this video and share it with someone who needs it, and hit that subscribe button right now and that bell. You don't need to scream to be powerful, and you don't need to give away the farm, and you don't need to be generous, and you certainly don't need their acknowledgement or their closure, because you're not going to get that. You just need clarity, courage, and commitment to your strategy and your boundaries, okay? And today, remember, is the perfect day to start negotiating your best life. So let's go. I will see you in that next video.